Welcome to Uncook Podcast. Today I'm going to talk about sneeze. For those who don't know the meaning of sneeze, sneeze is to have air come suddenly and noisily out through your nose and mouth in a way that you cannot control. For example, because you have a cold. So sneeze is you tend to have it when you catch a cold, or for example when you're allergic to the pollen, especially in Japan. In March or April, people are really allergic to the sugi. That's like I don't know what that is in English, but whatever. Lots of people sneeze a lot, and people have runny nose and blocked nose and itchy eyes. Many things they suffer from that kind of stuff. Luckily, I am not that terrible. Sometimes I have runny nose, sometimes I have blocked nose, but I'm okay. But anyway, back to the topic, sneeze. So that's like in Japan we describe the sound of sneeze as hakushon. I know that it's really strange for the other countries. In Japan, that's hakushon. And then I searched a bit, and then in English, that's achoo. And let's see, in Thai language, that's hat-chiw. I think it's correct. And Italian, it's like ecciu or ecci. And Indonesian, in Indonesian language, that's either hajing or hacchiim, I think. And I guess in Vietnamese, that's hacci, I think. Hacci, I think. And in Portuguese, that's atchim. So it's quite similar, but Japanese language hakushon, what's that? Anyway, so in English, for example, if someone sneezes, people around that person say bless you. And in Italian, they say salute, I think. They say salute. But in Japanese language, there's no such thing. So if someone sneezes, no one says anything. But if they sneeze, for example, 10 times in a row, we say, are you okay? Because it's not really a normal thing to sneeze 10 times. Or more than 5 times, that's quite a lot. So the word sneeze, that's when you catch a cold, when you are allergic towards pollen, or for example pet, like hair, you sneeze, and it's a verb. So you can say, I always sneeze in spring when the temperature goes up and pollen is everywhere. I tend to sneeze a lot. Or you can also say, I don't like to sneeze because my sneeze is very, very loud. And in that case, I used sneeze as a noun because I said my sneeze is very loud. So in that case, that's noun. Boring topic. So sneeze can be a verb and noun and maybe something else as well. But mainly, I think it's used as noun or a verb. And I noticed that some people are too much. Like they do their best to sneeze as loud as possible. They're like, achoo! That's really loud. I can't say that now. And some people actually do it, and sneeze doesn't come out sometimes. And I love that fake thing. They inhale a lot, but sneeze doesn't come out, so they are confused. It goes like and then nothing. And I laugh a lot because I love that thing. Yep, so that's sneeze. And before I finish the episode, I'm going to explain the meaning again. That's to have air come suddenly and noisily out through your nose and mouth in a way that you cannot control. For example, because you have a cold. So that's sneeze. Alright, and please remember that in Japanese language that we describe the sound of sneeze as hakushon. And it's not really close to the other languages. And we don't really have anything like bless you or salute, I think. And how about you listeners? How would you describe the sound of sneeze in your country? I'd like to hear about that because I love the sound of sneeze. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's too much. I'm like, please be quiet, it's too much. But it's fun. Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed the episode as usual. And have your say. Please send me a message on Instagram or directly to my Gmail address, uncookpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, thank you for listening again, and until next time, see you. Bye. Thank you for listening to Uncooked Podcast. If you have any comments, don't hesitate to leave a message. Your comments will make the podcast better.